What's up, Wolfpack fam? It's your boy Kid back at it again. Hope you're doing well. Continuing that journey of Robot Wars. This is going to be episode 3. Strap into your seats, get your snacks because it's not included. And if you are enjoying the content, hit that like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a beat. Let's get it. Snacks not included. Let's get it.
Two amazing all-star battles in our Titanic tournament to find the best of the best. Panic Attack takes on Firestorm, and then Hypno-Disc will go head-to-head with Behemoth. In our metal-mashing mayhem, Wild Thing meets Arnold A. Terminator and the excellent Fluffy. Can Behemoth hang on to their challenge belt as another robot steps up in the quest for ultimate robo-glory? And finally, there's our international Inferno, where Panic Attack will meet teams from Germany, Holland, and the United States of America. So far, international relations do look friendly, but that's bound to change.
This should be spectacular. 4 champions from around the world have come here to battle it out for world domination. We've got a team from the States, from Holland, from Germany, and our very own Panic Attack are going to be representing the UK. Now, so far, international relations do look friendly, but Craig, I think that's going to change.
Well, there's no question about that. But while the opposing armies prepare, we've got another spectacular Robo-Rumble brewing, our All-Stars tournament. So, let the wars begin!
Let's go, baby. Ooh.
First up, what a battle. Panic Attack, the champions of the Second Wars, and Firestorm, a previous grand finalist. Jules, there are twinkling stars and there are bright blazing stars to light up the Robot Wars firmament. And we have them here.
Well, Jonathan, this might be an all-star battle, but I think it's brewing into a bit of a grudge match. Apparently, Panic Attack want vengeance. Who do you want vengeance on?
Firestorm 2.
Why? What happened?
They beat us in Series 3.
And is vengeance going to be sweet? Going to make
Yes!
Yes, it is, isn't it? It's fantastic. Kim, what happened? How did you lose? Oh, you just saw losers.
Well, the robot last time wasn't 100%, so I think they had it easy last time, not this time.
And are we more extreme for these wars? Are we bigger and better? What have you done?
We've increased the weight limit, we now have skirts, and we've changed the mechanism on the top so we can lift or grab. So they got no chance.
Have you got a message for them?
Yeah, you know what's left at the end of a firestorm is ashes. Well, we're going to put their flames out.
Ooh, we like that. Fighting talk. So, Panic Attack want revenge. They hate your guts. What did you do to them the last time you fought them?
We trashed them.
Completely pulverised them?
Destroyed them completely.
Yeah. Well, they told me that it was a very close judge's decision and they think it should have gone in their favour.
Nah, no way. It was no contest. We should have won it, and we did.
Let's have a look at that previous clash. It came in the semi-final of Series 3. Panic Attack started the favourite in this battle, but it was Firestorm the aggressor right from the start with the flipping mechanism, Graham Bone at the controls. And whatever the Panic Attack team, driven on by the experienced Kim Davis, tried, they couldn't pull it off. And it was Firestorm who went through to the grand final on that occasion on a judge's decision.
We've done it once, we'll do it again.
Ooh. All right, can Panic Attack redeem itself? I kind of wanted to, so you know what? Let's rock with Panic Attack.
From Durham, Firestorm 3.
Good bot, though. Firestorm.
A wedge-shaped robot with the flipping arm. Just the heavier here at 100 kilos, the faster 2 at 12 miles an hour. Electric power to ignite our Firestorm.
Hello, my name's Graham Bone. This is Alice Mordew, and the newest member of the team, Hazel Heslop. This is our robot, Firestorm. We're back for another wars, revamped, ready to go again, ready to do what we can, ready to win.
Good luck.
From Thornhill, Panic Attack.
Wearing protective skirts this time around, the weapon can lift and grab. 2 lorry windscreen motors provide the power. This machine's never failed to reach at least the semi-finals of the main Robot Wars.
Uh-oh.
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis, this is my son Michael, and this is Christian. This is our robot Panic Attack. This year, we're here to cause some serious damage. We're going to mangle, maim, and crush.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
And for a feistier fight, we've thrown in our house robot pair, Dead Metal, all crushing arms and flashing saw. And the mighty Sir Killalot with a lance. He's in no mood to dance and prance. Woo!
Roboteers, stand by.
Firestorm team there. Graham Bone, Alex Mordew and Hazel Hislop, they're the Panic Attack boys.
One. Activate.
Strong start by Panic Attack immediately on the attack, but is that dangerous because they've gone over the top of Firestorm and Firestorm 3 using that pneumatic flipper straight away. And Panic Attack in trouble here. It was almost like a suicidal lunge at Firestorm 3, flicking Panic Attack up and over, rocking and crashing. It's using its forklift weapons to try and right here with Kim Davis at the controls. He's a maintenance manager by trade, but driven onto the arena sidewall by Firestorm 3. You can see Graham Bone at the controls there using that pneumatic flipper to pin Panic Attack onto the side walls.
That it?
And Panic Attack in real trouble here in this All-Stars clash for a place, don't forget, in the All-Stars quarterfinals. There's Dead Metal and also Kill a Lot. Dead Metal on the slam. I think trying to thrust, to be honest. Panic Attack out of the arena. Also taking a cursory nudge is Firestorm. There, once again getting completely in underneath, actually. Slipping away through, but into the CPZ, which is dangerous, because the house robots can move in there. Refbot having a look. How long has Panic Attack been immobilized? Is Panic Attack immobilized? The forklift is waggling, but it is being counted down and counted out here, Panic Attack. And Firestorm 3 has done it again to the attack, boys.
Cease.
I guess, you know, Firestorm 3 is kryptonite for these guys, man. Exciting battle.
Well, that is a major surprise. Panic Attack rated as one of the top 6 robots anywhere, out to Firestorm 3, and coming up another great All-Stars clash. These are the best robots around. Jules is in the pits.
Yes, indeed, Jonathan. I'm here with one of the undisputed All-Stars of the 3rd and 4th Wars. I'm, of course, talking about the unstoppable killing machine that is Hypno-Disc and the Rose family. Boys, we've seen your robot in action so many times. Do you even need a strategy?
Well, quite simply, just attack is the best form of defence.
Fighting talk. And you're up against Behemoth. Anything to say to them?
Behemoth boys, you better call a local scrap metal merchant. You're going to need him.
And from what I can see, boys, your robot's half-built and it's got no weapons.
It doesn't have a weapon, but we're indestructible.
All right, let's see.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
That's a
They
big
say
deal.
this big, cumbersome-looking robot is indestructible. Not the quickest around with 7 miles an hour top speeds. The pneumatic scoop, not the most destructive, but they are so difficult to beat.
Hi, I'm Kane Aston.
Anthony Pritchard.
And Michael Pritchard. We're here with Behemoth. We're back this time, bigger, better, bolder.
From Middleton Cheney, Banbury in Oxfordshire, Hypno-Disc.
Sleek and mean, twice a grand finalist. Slightly the heavier here, and it's used that extra weight to give the disc twice as much power as before. Terrifying.
Hi, I'm Dave Rose, team captain of Hypno-Disc. These are our team members, Derek and our father Ken. We made a number of improvements this Wars, the main one being a much more powerful weapon. It's awesome now, it's going to cause the ultimate destruction.
I don't know who to go for, to be honest. I think we'll go with Hypno-Disc, but something that Julie said about Hypno-Disc being unstoppable, yet, you know, it's been, like, defeated multiple times. So I don't know, man. I feel like she jinxed that shit.
To make things interesting, our 2 house robots in the arena, Sergeant Bash with the long tongue of fearsome flame, and Dead Metal ready to put the squeeze on anything with those punishing pincers. The Rose boys at the controls of Hypno-Disc, and there's Anthony Pritchard, controls of Behemoth. The Refbot in the middle of these two things. Behemoth on the charge. Hypno-Disc backing away to come forward with an onslaught, but the scoop at the front of Behemoth was too strong, withstood the pressure and the power and the punishment. And this is interesting. I didn't think it would go this far. Look at that. The scoop simply deflecting Hypno-Disc away.
Nice, nice.
Is this the sort of style to defeat Hypno-Disc? The Behemoth fan club thinks so. Look at this. Bash! Lifting the scoop just at the right time to deflect the disc away. The indestructible disc. And again, just a little flick that pushed Hypno-Disc aside. And once again, it's like a toreador dancing away from the bull. The onrushing bull again is Hypno-Disc. At the control of Behemoth, Anthony Pritchard. He's a model maker now. By profession is Anthony. And a model lesson here to robot ears everywhere. How to take on Hypno-Disc spinning weapon. Behemoth, they say, cannot be beaten, and they've driven Hypno-Disc into the CPZ, and Sergeant Bash has it in its clutches. Look at this. This is a great drive by Behemoth. Out comes the flick of flame from Sergeant Bash's torch. Hypno-Disc is going nowhere at the moment, and they know it. They're in trouble. Oh, look at this. Dead Metal's attacking Behemoth. That is bang out of order. He can't do that. And the ref bot quite rightly going in. Is he giving him a yellow card, I wonder? I think he's brandished there, Dead Metal. Yes, he has. The Metal gets a yellow card, quite rightly so. Get out of there. We'll argue with the ref bot. Not in his current mood. Oh dear. Hypno-Disc. This is another surprise here. Hypno-Disc away from Sergeant Bash. Only just spinning on its side and then over. Just away from the clutches, but it was a good attack again by Behemoth. Nice. There goes Hypno-Disc, finally away. But time is running out on them, they know it. Now they try and get the disc stoked up to its maximum revolution. But facing the wrong way, this is all Behemoth. And it's been a superb display from them. Oh, Dead Metal's coming in again. That was a tackle from behind by Dead Metal. Shouldn't have been in there. Refbot, get involved. No. What is he doing here, Dead Metal? Had no right to take on Behemoth at all. And Behemoth now replying and retaliating, and the refbot does come in, I think. Yes, indeed he has. He sent Dead Metal back into the CPZ. You cannot come out and play anymore, you naughty boy. Homeboy, and do not come out again. Are we going to see Hypno-Disc beaten again like this? I wonder. This is a real clue now for the rest of our competitors. Later on in the series, in all sorts of events. And they will realise they've got work to do. There's Hypno-Disc on the flame pit being torched, is going nowhere. The disc is spinning, you can see that wildly. I think the motors have been burnt out. It is immobile on that flame pit. And this is a crispy end here for Hypno-Disc. Driven onto that flame pit by Behemoth. This has certainly been one of the best pieces of robot stylistics we've ever seen in the wars.
That's it for him.
And an extreme version, Behemoth have seen Hypno-Disc counted out.
Nice job, Behemoth.
Oh, look at that, they're stunned. I don't think they can believe it either.
Well, oh, good golly. Dead Metal gets a red card for excessive involvement. Hypno-Disc are immobilized. Controversially, Behemoth are the winners! Come on, lads!
They deserve the win.
What do you think of that, then?
We finally beat him. Wow, what a tough one that was.
I bet your bottle was going when you got drawn up with the Hypno-Disc boys.
Oh, yeah, big time. Big time.
You put some sort of like titanium plates around the sides.
Well, we've got, the side panels are now titanium, which is where they were aluminium, but we've also put Lexan on it, so the side panels are okay. Just the bucket looks like it's got a bit of damage, but it still works even with that damage.
And it could go all the way this time.
Yeah, well, if we can get that bucket bent right.
If you can beat Hypno-Disc, you can beat anyone.
Yeah.
All right, lads, I've got to have a word with the lads. You are always the bridesmaids and never the brides. What went wrong?
I think one of the tyres has actually come off and it's jammed on the inside of the rim.
I thought the disc was going to stop working.
Yeah, I thought we were going to lose the disc there, but no, it kept going. But once we'd lost motion on the tyres, that was it. We were finished.
Commiserations, lads. Yeah. Commiserations.
Behemoth job. They did a good job.
Behemoth did do a good job. Let's hear it for Behemoth. All righty.
Well done. Well, that's the best bout so far of this round.
So we're halfway through our all-star first round heats, and the 4 quarterfinalists so far: Chaos 2, Willy Big Cheese, Firestorm, and the hugely impressive Behemoth.
Shock, horror, Hypno-Disc. How could you let this happen?
Well, we tried our best. I mean, Behemoth put up a good fight. They didn't really do much damage to us, but what actually stopped us in the end was this wheel here is jammed up for some reason. The self-right arm worked fantastic. They flipped us over. That tipped us back up right. We were really pleased with that.
They put up a good fight, didn't they?
They did, yeah. It was aimed with their bucket. We hit a number of times. It was still working, so they deserved the win.
We just kept driving straight into him, just charged for him.
You were relentless, weren't you?
Well, I did say earlier that it's indestructible, proving my word.
Exactly. Well done, Behemoth.
Oh, yeah.
So, the reason we're all here tonight, our international Inferno. There's 4 teams from around the world fighting, and boy, are they fired up.
Hi, we're Team Voltage and our roboter is Flensburger Power. We're going to the International Inferno and fight against USA, Great Britain and the Netherlands. And we're going to do some big damage.
Well, hello, we're Team Baffle, BAFL, and this is our robot Maximal. As you see, our robot looks very good, so we don't want any other robots to damage our robot. We would like to call for all other roboteers, do not damage our robot, drive straight for the pit, do not touch us.
That was a little cringe.
So, the rest of the world fancy their chances in the war zone, do they? Well, we shall see. Because when it comes to robots, Britain's got the cream of the crop. And to prove it, here's how we do it. Right here, right now, mayhem style.
One winner from each of our mayhem battles goes through to one of our annihilators later on in the series. Wild Thing. Will it be he, or Arnold A. Terminator, or an impressive newcomer to Robot Wars, Fluffy, with very powerful weaponry? Watch out for that one.
From High Wycombe in Buckinghamshire, Arnold Terminator.
A fox on wheels with red glowing eyes behind dark glasses. The chassis is a steel water tank from the loft. The axe and hammer blows will not be soft.
From London, Fluffy.
The lightest in this mayhem, the slowest too, but the polycarbonate armour is 16 millimeters thick and the weapon is like a double-edged spinning axe. This is no fluffy toy here.
From Ash in Hampshire, Wild Thing.
Fast around the arena at 10 miles an hour on twin electric motors. The new giant cutting disc spins at 6,000 RPM. That's the fastest we've ever seen.
Oh, shit. We gotta go with Wild Thing here, boys and girls. That's always been a fun robot to watch.
And our 2 house robots thrown in. The fiery tempered Sergeant Bash. The flame will burn. The pincers will twist and turn. And Sir Kill-A-Lot with the lance and those formidable crushing hydraulic jaws.
Roboteers, stand by.
Peter Holroyd, the captain of Fluffy.
3.
The Wild Thing and Arnold Terminator teams in together. Immediately, it's Wild Thing who goes onto the attack. That's Arnold Terminator at the bottom. That's Fluffy getting away from trouble. Now coming on the attack of the Wild Thing and the Addams family. There's Terminator with the flashing eyes, but look at that circular weapon of Wild Thing. It's a new addition here. Down comes the Terminator blade, but no damage really sustained. And Wild Thing locked together there with Fluffy at this moment in time. Peter Holroyd, the captain of Fluffy. And Fluffy is driven onto the arena angle grinder, and in comes Arnold Terminator with its smashing and crashing axe and hammer blows onto the chassis of Fluffy. I don't think it's actually causing much damage, is it? And it's knocked over. Arnold goes over, pushed by the Wild Thing. It's like a great pendulum weapon, backwards and forwards. Is it really controlled aggression, though? By Ian English, wide step, door to Holly. Terminator on the attack again on Wild Thing. To be honest, that circular blade has not been as effective as we thought it might have been. That's nudged the pitch of doom button, the release button. Oh, Terminator very, very close. Meanwhile, I think Fluffy has been immobilized down in the pit. That's where they want Fluffy or Terminator or Wild Thing to go. They're not fussy, let's be honest. There's Fluffy. Well, what was Fluffy? Kill-A-Lot in for a gruesome ending, I'm sure. The spike of Terminator down onto the chassis of Wild Thing, and they turn Wild Thing onto its side. And Arnold Terminator may not look the sleekest of robots, but it's very effective. And turning on one tyre there, Wild Thing, but they cannot self-right, it seems to me. Kill-A-Lot, meanwhile, is toying with Fluffy. Wild Thing comes over, onto its side again, flashes down, will spin away now. And Wild Thing will come onto the attack, motoring up to 10 miles an hour. Very close between the two of them. Don't forget, only one robot will go through to one of our Annihilator finals. Last robot standing. If there are two remaining, it'll go to a judge's decision. Fluffy's out of it, of course, and is on to the arena.
Take off.
Flipper, any second now. 1, 2, 3. Sails through the air, bang and a crash. And down into the pit.
That was good.
They got their wish. Look at that, it was great. Who's our man behind the target in there? Craig, I wonder. I think he's behind the controls. Spinning like a threepenny bit.
That was good.
Oh dear, have I just shown my age? How many of you can remember threepenny bits? Into the pit anyway. I digress. Wild Thing onto the attack. Under Arnold Terminator. A bang and a crash. A lick of flame. The house robots want their revenge on anything that's going. There at the controls of Wild Thing, Nick Adams. The Arnold Terminator team captain is Ian English, and it'll go to the judge's decision to decide who goes through. It'll be close for them. They await to see the judges' marks on style control, damage and aggression, Professor Martin Smith, Professor Noel Sharkey, and visual effects designer Matt Irvin. Let's have a look at the highlights. Wild Thing on the aggressive attack. Terminator rolling over. Wild Thing again. Points gained for the Adams family. But Arnold Terminator's resilience, smashing and crashing down on Wild Thing that was battered at the end, may well count in its favour too. Wild Thing just righting itself to live to fight another day. And that was the end of Fluffy. We enjoyed that.
You had that one. You had that one and then you helped them out.
We're trying not to. We're trying to get around so we can hit them some more.
Well, it's gone to the judges now. They've made a decision. Looking at style, control, damage and aggression. And it doesn't really matter. They've gone for Arnold A. Terminator!
Whoa! Well done. I mean,
that was a split decision, 2-1. But they did have you beaten, really, didn't they? And then they kind of...
Yeah, we got to turn up on our side and they kept on hitting us with the axe. I'm very disappointed. I think we should have had that, actually.
Really?
We'll get you back.
Grudge
match, I think.
What do you think, the judges are wrong?
I think they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Wild Thing!
Both teams did good.
Well,
I'm amazed.
You're amazed that you won?
Yes.
So, you threw to the Annihilator. You were the underdogs. What do you think about being in the Annihilator? 6 robots going head-to-head, all
I think
all
it's
fighting
absolutely great. We don't stand a chance, but it would still be great.
You're not just going to be cannon fodder, are you?
I hope not. I hope that we can do some damage to someone.
Yeah. Robot's performing well, though. Performing better than it ever has.
It's a very versatile machine.
Yeah.
With the lifter and the axe. It's just not tough enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to see you in the Annihilator. Hope all goes well. Let's go ballistic for Arnold A. Terminator!
Well done.
Well, we're all getting charged up for the big international Inferno. 4 killer champ robots from around the world in a straight fight to the death.
Oh, shit.
We've met the Germans. We've met the Dutch. Now, who's battling for Britain and America?
Hello, we're Team Panic Attack. My name's Kim Davis. This is my son Michael. This is a robot Panic Attack. The weapon this time is powered by 2 electrical linear actuators which give it enough power to lift 170 kilos. The new weapon on it this time is the lid. We can open it or close it via remote control to either lift or trap other robots which get trapped on top. We're here to entertain, and that's what we're hoping we're going to do.
This is Team Manta. This is our robot Manta. We're from Virginia, and we're here to kick some ass.
Manta's coming your way.
Never in the field of human conflict will so many robots get such a good kicking.
But now, we're going straight over to Julia in the pits, where I hear there's been a new challenger for the challenge belt. Is that right, Julia? Is that possible?
Well,
As you know, Craig, Behemoth currently hold the title and they have the belt. But during that last fight, we found them new opposition. And it is, of course, Stinger. You are going to challenge them, are you not? And what have you got to say to them?
They just do not deserve that belt. Show me where they earned it. We're going to take that belt and whip their butts with it.
How badly do you want it, Stinger?
All right.
We are going to take it, and we are going to keep it. And if they think that they're deserving of it, think again.
Well, that certainly sounds like a challenge to me. Let's see if the opposition will accept it. Behemoth, strong words from Stinger. Is it all talk?
Same way as Steel Avenger, we're going to wipe them over the floor.
Okay, now this is the second defence of the challenge belt for you guys. If you do it 3 times, you get to keep it. So is the pressure on?
It is a bit, but we've got a piece from Steel Avenger, and we're going to get a piece from Stinger to add to the collection.
Good luck, team. See you in the war zone.
Oh. Right now? Yeah.
Behemoth given the challenge belt by the World Association of Robotics War. And out to prove the claim, they are indestructible so far. They've had one challenger, John Willoughby, Steel Avenger, who were flipped, then flopped, went into the CPZ, and completely stopped, thereby avenging nothing.
So, Steel Avenger, no contest. This belt is ours. Anyone else who wants to challenge us to it, bring it on.
From Branston, Lincoln, Stinger.
Behemoth whooped, Hypno-Disc ass, so we'll rock with Behemoth.
The strength comes from the bludgeoning device with the spike. Very quick too at 18 miles an hour. A weakness, it sometimes whizzes out of control, or apparently anyway.
I'm Kevin Scott, the team captain. This is Carl Skinner and Tim Mann. The 3 of us put this creation together. We came 3rd in the last wars, and we're looking to go all the way with an axe and 2 wheels.
Yeah.
From Hemel Hempstead in Hertfordshire, Behemoth.
Earlier in the show, we saw them with no menacing weaponry. Now they have an axe. The feathers, a reminder of the dust-up with Steel Avenger. Now they want another scalp. And as usual, 2 house robots. Dead Metal has a chance to get at Behemoth again after being red-carded earlier in the show against him. And of course, Sir Killalot will always thunder, roar, and menace. And as the 2 teams prepare, Anthony Pritchard's at the controls of Behemoth. And there, Kevin Scott, the team captain of Stinger. The green light from Refbot. And we're off and underway. Stinger swings and pivots. Just almost caresses that bucket scoop at the front of Behemoth with the mighty bludgeoning mace.
How time to see that?
There you see what I was alluding to earlier on. Does it spin out of control, or is that controlled aggression by Kevin Scott at the controls of Stinger? That's a good attack. Slamming down on the bucket scoop. But it just comes forward and forward, Behemoth. Rarely retreats. Irrepressible.
Conquer truck.
Just another shove, forward momentum, and in the end it has pinned Stinger onto the arena wall. Just drove almost like a sheepdog in the pen, pushing the animal where it wants it to go, in this case into the CPZ. There's Killalot. Now Behemoth quite rightly gets away from trouble. No wonder, but Stinger hasn't. It's dallied too long in the CPZ, and that means that Sir Killalot once again can grapple at the very axle of Stinger. And you can hear that buzzer going off. That means Behemoth has pressed the pit release button. There goes the pit, look. It's opened up. I don't think Stinger has been immobilised yet, so Killalot couldn't push Stinger down into the pit. No, he's had to let him go. Once I caught a fish alive. Why did you let him go? Because he's absolutely no idea where I'm going on this one then.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that, but my embarrassment has been saved anyway. By Behemoth on the attack. Pushing Stinger away from the pit, ironically. Getting his body in the way of Stinger in the pit. And allowing the Stinger mace to once again come herring down. Behemoth a little push beyond the great steam jet from the arena floor. Stinger onto the arena sidewalls by the angle. Right in comes Behemoth, lifting and thrusting. Perhaps he was just delaying tactics to get it up on the great bulldozer. Look at this. And And Stinger almost into the pit on that occasion. Very, very close. Oh, and nearly again. It's on its last wheels. It's in. At long last, Stinger goes down and Behemoth have kept the challenge belt. Splendid stuff.
Entertaining.
They didn't lose their way. I did.
That was a good bout.
This was a great two-pronged attack by Behemoth. The drive and then holding Stinger in place with the axe and dragging it away like some common bit of prey, almost into the pit, just surviving. And a wheelie crazy end to it all. Just about.
Boom.
Now, down it went. That was great fun.
Oh, Behemoth, what a beast! This is what they're fighting for. This is what they wanted to keep hold of, and Behemoth have done it. Stinger in the pits. Behemoth keep the challenge belt.
That's cool.
You were shouting your mouth off. You were giving it the big one. You were giving it large. You were saying you're going to have these boys. And where did you end up? The pit of oblivion. Talk me through it.
Well, we went in there, we got loads of side swipes. Did you see the sparks coming off that bumper of theirs?
We saw the side swipes, we saw the sparks, and however, we did see them pick you up in their bucket and dump you in the pit. You wanted the Robot Wars Extreme Challenge belt, and guess what? You haven't got it, because it goes to Behemoth. Have the belt, lads. There you go. You've made two successful defences of the challenge belt, man.
Yeah, we have.
Feeling good about that?
Yeah, beautiful on the axe.
But they were giving you a good whacking.
Oh yeah, it was definitely getting a whack in there, but it's a strong little thing.
What do you want to say? Because, like, you know people are coming for this belt. You know they want it.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to say to any other challengers?
Bring it on. We've shown what we can do.
You are ready to rumble.
We are indestructible.
You are indestructible. You are Behemoth.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. The indestructible Behemoth.
Fighting words.
Well done, guys.
So Behemoth hold on to the challenge belt. So far, 2 challengers dispatched. Steel Avenger, and we've just seen Stinger go. One more success, they hold on to the belt. But who'll be next?
Dun dun dun. Whoa. Is that it? Oh,
and now, my friends, for I call you friends, the moment has arrived. But are we ready for this international inferno? Are you ready to set the war zone on fire?
Yeah.
Then let's check out those who are about to die. We salute you.
Oh, shit.
Our 4 world powers: Panic Attack from the United Kingdom, from Holland, Maximil, from the United States of America, Manta, and from Germany, Flensburger Power. Normal mayhem rules apply. The last robot standing wins.
All right.
I'm in the pits with the sole UK representative in the International Inferno. It's Panic Attack. They won the Second Wars, so we're feeling pretty confident. We're glad it's you, team. Are you looking forward to this?
Yes, I am.
Go in there, see what happens. Kim, what's the strategy?
Don't know. We haven't seen any of them running, so we don't know what they'll do. We'll just go in and see what happens.
Well, the arena is waiting for you. Team, good luck from me and from the rest of Britain. In you go. And the American team is Manta. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Have you checked out the opposition yet? What do you think?
We looked at them. I don't know. Panic Attack looks a little formidable. Might be watching out for them.
Yeah, pretty good, let me tell you.
I think we can take them.
Do you?
Yeah.
We're the US. I mean, come on.
And the representative from Holland is the Maximil team. Now, word in the pits is that you've been making some secret last-minute adjustments to your robot. Is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Can we have a look?
No. We'll see it all on the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Back up.
And representing Germany in the International Inferno is High Voltage. Now, apparently the team doesn't speak any English, and I certainly don't speak any German, but guys, good luck.
Thank you very much.
This is going to be an international stormer. But Johathan, few robots we've never seen before. What are your thoughts on them?
Yeah, word, man.
The first time that 4 champions from around the globe have been in the war zone together. Maximil from Holland has the 2 steel pins that press down. Manta from the States, very quick, well-armoured. Flensburger Power from Germany doesn't seem to me to have too much power or weaponry either, so the one to beat has to be Panic Attack, our own Series 2 champions, with the forklifts. It's the boys from the Wales for me.
They've travelled a long way to get here, packing just pride, determination and naked aggression. So let's bring them on so we can bang a gong and then get it on.
Let's get it on. I'm just going to let it rock, guys. I'm not even going to give a thing. I just want to watch it. We're going to just chill.
Flensburg Power.
Okay.
A green machine powered by a windscreen wiper motor. But I can't see any damage raining down from this. But all power to your elbow if you can prove me wrong.
From the United States of America, Manta.
A 6-wheel drive fighting machine, stealthy looking, very fast at 20 miles an hour. A carbide ramming point in the rear and spinning case-hardened steel blade hammer in front provide the weaponry.
From Holland, Maximil.
Interesting.
Took a year to design and build. When it stands up, it looks like a windmill. Cost £1,000. The windmill creates kinetic energy with sharp steel juts at 500 rotations a minute, spinning wildly.
Look like that's Zero, man.
From Thornhill in Cwmbran, Gwent, Panic Attack.
This is a modification of the previously successful Panic Attack robot. Now with the skirts on the side, the electric pneumatic lifting fork can also grab, powered by 2 lorry windscreen wipers. Our 2 house robots thrown in. Matilda with the tusks and spinning flywheel, making her an attractive force. Attractive, are you sure? And Shunt with the bulldozer and diamond-edged axe. Diamonds are a bot's best friend.
Volunteers, stand by. 3, 2,
Panic Attack nudging down towards Flensburger Power. There's Maximil coming in with a spinning wheel. Slamming onto Manta, taking on the Dutch destroyer then. Pushing Maximil away onto the flame pit. Doesn't look too much like a windmill to me. I don't know about you. Manta, very aggressive. Looks like a little stealth bomber, doesn't it, out there? And a driving force in underneath Maximil. Obviously, Manta believes they are the weakest of these 4 machines out there. Panic Attack and Flensburger Power, at this moment in time, staying largely away from trouble. You can just see Panic Attack attacking there. Flensburger Power, a little bit of a shove. And so the Germans onto the flame pit. Maximil using that flywheel weaponry, but not creating too much carnage. Certainly for me, it's Manta, the most aggressive of all these at this moment in time. Manta from the United States of America, the team from Stevens City. Maximil into the CPZ, which means that Matilda can come in with its own flywheel now. Very heavy, very destructive. And also Shunt comes down with a diamond-edged axe. And Maximil in real problems in there now. The Dutch hope. And they're not smiling, those tulips from Amsterdam right at this moment in time. And Flensburger Power's been counted out as well. And Manta, the back has been dragged around by Panic Attack. So Panic Attack, our own UK hopes here, has suddenly come on the offensive and has got in underneath there. The USA hope Manta. A Manta ray of hope for the USA. I think not. You are now impaled on those forks and there is no way out for Manta. We know that Flensburger Power is gone, and I don't see too much life in Maximil from my position up here. Manta, very much the aggressor again against Panic Attack. We've sent the ref bot to have a check on Maximil. Glancing down. Is it immobilised? We'll see any moment now if the ref bot decides to count it out. And he is indeed counting out the Dutch team here. Well, it's not a Dutch master, let's be honest. Maximil disappointed in the end. And that leaves just the 2. They've gone, Flensburger Power. They were a bit of a silent and deadly team, weren't they, the Germans? And here we see the very end of the windmill. It'll be windmilling through the air right now. trophy for our cabinet room here, underneath the war zone. And they liked it, which is very strange. Strange the symbols on the back. Here they go. Away through. For sale, it says on the bottom, I think. And no wonder. Any buyers? Right. Panic Attack. Left with Manta.
Nice, Panic.
To win this international clash. And when Panic Attack gets in underneath, the United States of America team, Jeff Sesnick, Billy Bowden and Chris Tyson have no answer here. Bit of a stalemate, isn't it, though? Go on, Matilda, nudge that. Yeah, go on, that's what I was going to suggest. Nudge that tyre, because that opens up the pit to end the stalemate.
I think that's
Manta is right on the lip of defeat here.
I think so.
On the very edge. How on earth are they holding on? They're not holding on any longer. They're in the pit. And Panic Attack and Kim Davis have triumphed in the International Inferno.
Boom.
We get our little bit of revenge on Flensburger power. Matilda wants a slice. Cease. But it's Panic Attack the victors here for the UK. The boys from Cambran in Gwent have won another major tussle against the foreign foe this time. From Holland, from Germany, and from the USA, it doesn't matter.
Well, did you like that? Did you like that? I think you're all being a little bit xenophobic, you know. What happened to one world? Getting on with our cousins from overseas. This is Robot Wars, you can't be like that. The winners, of course, representing Great Britain, are Panic Attack.
Good job, Panic. Well done.
That's no way to treat our international cousins.
Oh, that was harder than we thought.
It was harder than you thought?
Yeah, the Americans very fast.
Do you think the Brits have still got an edge on the Americans, or are they catching up? Because you know in America everything's bigger and better.
No, I think it's about even. Well, maybe we're slightly ahead over here, but
I
not
suppose
much.
we've got history and they've got last week.
Maybe.
I sensed a little bit of Neil for the Germans and the Dutch, actually.
Well, we started off saying, right, you go for the orange one, and I'll go for the green one. But literally after we first hit, that was it. All plans went out the window. It was just hit anything that came near you.
Complete destruction and carnage. Ladies and gentlemen, please, go hell for leather for Panic Attack! Well done. They came to Britain with their suntan cream, but they got tanned on Robot Wars Extreme. Bye-bye.
Alexander Armstrong gets his...
Whoa. We got to go back, guys. Hold up. We ain't watching number 4 right now. Hold up, guys. Let's see how we do this. Let me hit back. Let's go back. Got to hit back again? Ah, oh, come on. Give me my episode 3, damn it. All right, yeah, we ain't watching 4 today. Sorry, boys and girls. All right, I'm going to do a quick play here. I need to... All right, so we got... I know you guys got probably a little excited there, but give me 1 second. Let us get the list here. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Let's get that browser source here. All right, we're going to sidestep a little bit over here. All right, so just so we can get a little bit of this list here, guys. So, all right, Panic Attack versus Firestorm 3. So, real quick, one thing we liked about this this event, this episode, especially getting to see some of these, you know, fan favorite, you know, robots more than one time is always a good thing. You know, Panic Attack, Behemoth, nice to see Firestorm 3 right now. One-on-one, Panic Attack versus Firestorm 3. Obviously, that was not the most exciting battle, very quick, but Firestorm is kryptonite against Superman, you know, for Panic Attack. He just has his number, man, and, you know, Panic Attack has always been a great robot. You know, its pincers up front has been such a great, you know, source of weaponry that has been able to, you know, grab up robots the same way he did against Manta, you know, for the U.S. team. And, you know, that was awesome. That was awesome. So the first bout, not the most exciting bout, if we're being quite honest there, you know, a little over too soon. I even felt like in the beginning, that the distance between the ref a little bit too close, man. Like just back up a little bit, because sometimes you feel you can be in, have a little bit of slight interference and stuff like that. But Firestorm 3, hell of a robot right there. Especially, I want to say this though, that I think my overall highlight robot this week was Behemoth, man. I'm getting more and more impressed with that robot, and it's a beefy boy. It reminds me when I was growing up, I had one of these big yellow kind of Tonka trucks or like a bulldozer, and man, every time I see that, it just that's a beefy boy right there, and it just pushing through for it to kick essentially kick Hypno-Disc ass here. That was great. Give me 1 second. Let me see if we get these lists here. If it plays, let's see. Oh yeah. So yeah, we got the Hypno-Disc Behemoth. That was such a good bout. Behemoth just charging in. Colliding on Hypno-Disc, and it actually definitely was the faster of the two. So, being able to go behind it and almost kind of bully it. So this is why I'm saying that Behemoth is the one that impressed me the most this week, besides, Panic Attack. Very, very impressed with that bot. So I was actually, very excited when he was saying, oh shit, we're going to get the contender bout again, because that was something that we wanted to see. So we got 2-for-1 special here, and I couldn't be more excited. Nice to see Wild Thing back. The Arnold one, definitely a shocker. You know what? It almost reminds me a little bit about like Hulk, from Marvel a little bit, because when it's going up like this, the Arnold, and it's going like that, Hulk smashing it, and it was actually doing pretty good. Fluffy, when it first was coming out and it was like spinning and shit, it looked pretty interesting. It definitely looked pretty interesting. Wild Thing has always been a robot or a team that's had good driving, maneuverability, usually pushing around robots. So definitely interested in the changes that they did. But does it feel like to you guys at its current state right here that it's an upgrade or a downgrade? Because the spinning thing didn't seem like it was spinning all over, maybe as much as it wanted to. Maybe it got hit enough that, when Arnold was kind of hitting it down. But I don't know. It definitely looks cooler. But something about the old one, I've always been kind of really liked and digged. So let's see what we got. What else did we see here? Let's get all these darn things down here. Yeah, Behemoth versus Stinger. We like that this Stinger came up to challenge the belt, because again, it's very interesting, how they just gave one team a belt. But if they can get this 3, I'm kind of pulling for them. I'm slowly making me become more of a fan of this robot, and that's the thing. Sometimes you give it more opportunities. And some of these things are just built for battle and stuff like that. We've seen it before. This will be the only time I say it, but where some robots were built very well to function well in trials, and some that you see were built for battles, right? So, where some didn't advance based off the trial, and you just know, like, damn, that robot would have did good in challenges or, in bouts. So, again, I'm glad the trials is not here, because, you get to see a lot of these robots just do what they're built for, kick some freaking butt. Let's see what else we got here. I think after that was what, okay, yeah, then we had the main event. This was cool to see. Again, in the show, there's always sometimes I feel like some of the stuff that people were saying a little corny, a little cringe, a little cheesy. It is what it is. It still brings a smile to my face. I think in this one here, the 2 strong robots here, hands down, Panic Attack Manta. Maximil, it looked cool. Reminded me a little bit of F-Zero a little bit, minus the Captain Falcon a little bit with its unique shape. Interesting circular thing there, but again, once Manta, I think even Panic Attack, I might have hit it a little bit too. It was pretty much out of commission. Burger Power really didn't do much there. I'm happy for Panic Attack. They've always been a really cool team. So yeah, I'm just excited to go see some more. Definitely want more destruction. Again, I think the best bout that we really enjoyed is Behemoth's bouts in this one. Him going pretty much, you know, when you have someone that we look at as a robot that does a lot of destruction and not really doing it, you know, you're on your toes for this other team with Behemoth, man, just ramming it, pushing it, you know, flipping it, you know, well done. And when they went against Stinger, and when they had it on their, you know, their bulldozer portion of it, it just reminded you, like, if you were young and you're outside hanging out with your friends and shit, and your parents are calling you back in and you're not listening, and then your mom just grabs you, buddy, you're coming with me, and you know, bulldozers were just grabbing them and just moving them into the stuff. So that was exciting. Behemoth steals this episode hands down for me. It was such a treat to see that. So I'm definitely, one thing I'm looking forward to right now, who's going to be the third, you know, opponent in the future. I can't wait to see who that's going to be. Don't tell me. Yeah, that's something to really look forward to. And just more bouts, more destruction. I think the way a lot of these things are just flow so much better. And yeah, they're a lot more exciting. So definitely look to see revisions on robots, who comes back, new additions, of course. But you can't help but have robots that you've already seen for so many series, you know, like Panic Attacks, you know, the Chaos team, even the Hypno-Disc, and, you know, that come back that you pull for, you know, you really do root for. And as you see that transition, the changes that they implement is always exciting to see. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, more to come. So I guess we got to do episode 4. Yeah, next week. At the teaser there popping up at the end, I keep forgetting to turn off the freaking autoplay shit. I'm too lazy. But either way, thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying the content, hit that like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a beat. See you next time. Peace.